Hi guys, Zach here with another Command & Conquer Red Alert video. In this game I'm playing a 3-4 match on the map All That Glitters. I'm starting in the middle left position playing as the Soviets. So for those of you who know this map, it's basically a map that's just covered in ore and you've got like these small starting places to make your bases. Now we are playing a 3-4 match and I am starting in one of the middle positions. What you've got is you've got like 4 corner positions and then you've got the middle parts, and I'm in one of the middle parts, which is generally a lot harder to play from because you're more likely to get attacked from different directions. But there again, it's also going to depend on who the people playing near you are. If you've got weaker players near you, then it's not too bad, but sometimes it can just be like a devastating match. Anyway, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be getting lots of ore trucks out to start with, and we can usually go for, well, we are on 5k ore for this match, so what we're going to do is we're going to place our first war factory, and I'm going to start building 2 ore trucks. Now what you'll notice is I'm actually not building any buildings at the moment. I do that on purpose because I need to get some ore trucks out to collect more ore before I start building our next ore refinery. So we're just, you can see we've got our next ore truck out. Another thing you can try actually is just building 2 ore refineries straight off. I think that's another method, and I'll actually have to have a look at that and see which one is more efficient. Anyway, once I get this 3rd ore truck out, then I'll start building my next ore refinery. So you can see there's my next ore truck out. And now I'm going to be building my 2nd ore refinery, and you can see I've just like cleared a little bit of ore there. I am sort of like microing my ore trucks just to make sure I do clear a good patch of ore, and as soon as they go in I'm making sure I immediately get onto the next ore patch. Now I've made a little bit of a mistake here. I've actually haven't been building ore trucks because I should have continued building them, and you can see I am building up the ore, so that's a little bit of a mistake from me there. And yeah, you can see I noticed there that I haven't been building, but you can see now my ore's starting to come in. As soon as you get those ore truck numbers up, it starts to get a bit easier. And you can see I'm now building my 2nd war factory because that's going to increase my tank building speed. I just hope, because of that little mistake I made at the start, that I don't get attacked early on. Because you can see that ore's really built up. And you can see I'm just clearing out quite a good patch. So I just need to make sure I get another good patch so I can get a good 3rd ore refinery placement. And usually when I get 3 ore refineries, that's when I can start thinking about going for my 3rd war factory. So yeah, I'm going to start building that now, and that'll really increase my tank building speed. And this part of the map, I guess starting from this position, if you're not getting attacked, isn't too bad in terms of ore. You have quite good access. You can see I've been able to get my ore refineries in quite good positions comparative to the ore. And I'm just going to move these infantry a little bit further out. You can see I haven't done much scouting, but that's because I didn't have much money, because it was a 5k ore start. I didn't want to build too many infantry at the start, and I prioritised stopping other infantry getting into my base. So there we can see that green is in the top left position, and you can see I'm building another war factory, because you can see my ore is still building up a lot, and now I've got this really good economy going. So there's our 4th war factory, and what we're going to do is we're going to go and attack the top left position, because we don't want to leave people around us too long, and we want to make sure we be quite aggressive and get rid of any players we don't need, because we don't want to fight them later. And you can see that this player hasn't really built up too much, and it's not going to be too much of an issue. You can see he's got a pillbox there, base defences, a few tanks, but nothing that we're not going to be able to handle pretty quickly. And you can see he's out of the game. Now we've got our service depot. So what I usually like to do is I like to take out one opponent, and then I start building my MCVs, because you really need to at this stage. You can see I'm also building a couple more ore trucks, because I do have those yeah, I do have those 4 war factories, so I have a very, very quick building speed. Also, because I've also cleared that space in the top left, it'll just give me a bit more room. I can also probably go to one of the middle islands as well, just to expand my base. Because sometimes, like, room is quite an issue. As you can see, my base is jam-packed, so I'm having to move my MCVs to different places so I can deploy them. And that's one of the things that makes this map quite difficult sometimes. It is quite, like, hard to, like, get your MCV in places. And you can see there's orange going for the fight down there, so you can see I'm getting my MCV up there. It'll also give me another sort of part to get another ore patch to get on, and I'll probably be able to deploy an MCV there. And as you can see, yeah, space is just a real issue with this. I'm probably going to see if I can squeeze my MCV down there. And I'm also going to build some more ore trucks in my new position. And obviously with my extra MCVs, I'm now going to be able to build a lot more my ore refineries a lot quicker. So I'm going to be able to expand out a lot quicker, and in turn that'll give me a better economy, and I'll be able to build more tanks, and I'll also be able to start building Tesla coils. And you can just see me getting my ore refineries out in that new position. So that's going to give me a real boost to my economy. And it's just about getting some clean spaces here in order to get more ore refineries down. And I'm just having a look around the map at the moment just to make sure I'm okay, but it's all looking good at the moment. I've had a surprisingly quiet match considering the position I'm in, because usually when you get in the middle position you get attacked really early on and you get attacked from multiple sides, but that just hasn't happened to me. So I've been quite lucky there. And what I'm going to do is you can still start selling those inner ore refineries once your base gets to a certain size. And we can see orange there in the bottom left position. And you can see how I was really struggling from ore a couple of minutes ago, and now you can see how much I've got. And I'm also going to build some Tesla coils just for a bit of defence. Because my economy seems to be going really well at the moment. And I'm just building them here because I sort of want to expand to that sort of ore patch above. And you can see there's orange. I'm just having to keep an eye on them and make sure they don't go on the attack. And yeah, you can just see I'm sort of just crawling into that patch just above my base. And I'm going to build an extra war factory because I hope my economy can handle it. I'm also going to build some extra MCVs now that I've got that next patch. So we're sort of trying to take control of the top of the map really here. And you can see that Darren is out of the game. And yeah, we're getting our extra MCVs just to increase our building speed even more. I just need to be sort of a little bit careful of how far south I go. I want to focus on the north part because you can see there's plenty on this north of the map, and you can see we've sort of secured this little space now, and we're going to be able to get some MCVs in there. And that's just going to give us a boost. It's going to mean we're going to be able to build our Tesla coils really quickly. And just give us an overall boost. You can see our economy now is starting to... Yeah, now we've got the extra war factory. We are using up all the ore that we've had. And we're going to just place some Tesla coils in this little area here, which will make it really harder for people trying to attack us. And at the moment it's looking pretty good, but you can see there's red, there's nose, and we'll go for a little attack there because those tanks are just a little bit close, and we're going for the battle now. You can see nose does have a Tesla coil, but it's only one, so it won't matter too much with this many tanks, but he's got another Tesla coil there, and we might have to fall back. We can see some tanks coming around the back. And yeah, I think I'm going to have to fall back here because I don't want to absolutely charge in when there's absolutely loads of tanks. You can see there's a little bit of a lag there. But not too bad, I guess. You can see he's as soon as he gets close, he sees those Tesla coils firing, and he's going to stand back. So I'm just getting a bit of a line of Tesla there. I did lose quite a few tanks there, but we're sort of testing out, yeah, how strong he was. But yeah, you can see, and you can see orange there as well, fighting red. Is he fighting red? I think he's gonna, yeah, he's going for the attack on red. I've got some Tesla there, just in case he tries to go north. But you can see red and orange in a fight there, and I think we'll let them fight it out.
Construction complete. Unit ready. Building. Unable to comply. Building in progress. On hold.
Yeah, what I'm doing is I'm just getting more and more strength there. Yeah, I'm going to probably get some Tesla coils on this little island. Just to sort of like deter any sort of... and you can see actually that was a fighter plane, I think. We're just getting a couple of Tesla coils there, just... because really I want him away from this position. I don't want him like sort of like on top of my base. Because I don't think he started in that position. I think he must have started in the bottom right-hand side. Otherwise, we would have noticed him earlier. And we're just trying to do the Tesla crawl right now. Yeah. You can see my base is very clogged up at the moment. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and move my tanks. And you can see there's forces building on the other side of my base. So we're probably going to have to leave that bottom section of the map for now. And hope that Tesla can hold it. Because you can see there's an awful lot of tanks from Stormy here. But we do have a good build speed, so we're going to start needing to reinforce this other part, this other side of my base. And you can see my economy is really, really strong. And you can see me getting these tanks in. And, oh yeah, you can see I'm getting a few hits from the Tesla from red at the bottom. But we'll leave them for now because this is a big battle. You can see he's got a lot of heavy... Cyan does have a large number of tanks. He's also got Tesla behind him, so it's going to be really hard to push forward. But same on his end. I've got Tesla behind me, so we'll have to see how he's able to manage this. And you can see it's not looking so good. I think he's got the slight upper hand right at the moment. But I do have a good economy going. And those Tesla coils will hopefully be just wearing him down a little bit. Because you can see he's pushing forwards and he's trying to go for those Tesla coils as soon as I push him up. And I think this is actually working. Because he's got a lot... Because he's pushed in a little bit further, he's been under a lot more Tesla fire. And I think you can see that's helped me get the upper hand because he definitely had the better tank numbers earlier on. And now I'm starting to be able to push my way. The only problem is he's just destroyed one of my ore trucks. And you can see my economy isn't as strong as it was before. We're going to try and take out some of those Tesla coils. And we're trying to get a bit more of a stronghold in that middle part of the map there. But you can see this is an awful lot of Tesla. And I don't know if I might have pushed it a little bit too far. And we'll have to just pull out a little bit. But you can see I'm bringing my Tesla forward, so his tanks are under fire as well. And you can see both of us. Obviously, Cyan will have multi-MCV, and I can see red and orange fighting it out in the south part of the map. So they're having a little battle of their own, and I'll just leave them to it while we fight Cyan. And I think there's only there's 4 teams in it, so what we need to do is we need to hopefully one of us needs to... We need to finish our fight before we fight orange or red. I'm in quite a bad position because if orange wins, I'm definitely in a bad position because orange I'd be sort of like in the middle of the orange and cyan base. If red wins, then I don't know, red might be in the bottom right, so I might be okay if that happens. But you can see now we're going up to the top part of his base, and you can see Cyan is attacking the back of my base. So I'm just putting some Tesla there for now while I attack Cyan's base. Sometimes attack is the best form of defense, and you can see Cyan really going for my power plants there, hoping to get rid of some of my Tesla coils. But you can see my economy isn't as strong as it was before, and now we're trying to take out Cyan's economy. So we're going for some of his ore trucks, ore refineries there, and hopefully some of his ore trucks, because I've got a good number. And you can see those my power's out. You can see it's actually worked for a little bit there. He's managed to take my power out, but it should be back up now. And you can just see we're just wearing down his forces in that part of the map. You can see, so the tanks are gone now from that position, and now we can really try and start working on Cyan's economy. So we're going to go for those ore trucks because there's just so many ore refineries. It's absolutely crazy. And you can see he's building those Tesla coils, which is making it rather difficult for myself. But yeah, we're just taking out those ore trucks, and the more ore trucks we'll take it out, the harder it'll be for Cyan to replenish his tank forces. So we've taken 2 ore trucks out there. I think this is going to be the 3rd, and you can just see we have slightly better tank numbers, so we need to be careful though. We don't want those tank numbers to build up. That's a 4th ore truck, and now this is going to be our 5th ore truck, and you can see a bit of help from my Tesla there that I put on the middle island, and it's not gone badly for us, and I think that's the 6th ore truck that's going down. So you can see we're taking out a large number of ore trucks. Now we're going for the tanks, but you can see Cyan is building Tesla, and that is starting to take its effect. As you can see, my tank numbers are starting to fall back. And you can see my economy isn't in such a great position. It was a lot stronger earlier on in the game. And you can see a little bit why. It's just because there's so much Tesla around my base. And you can see Orange there with lots of ore trucks close to my base. So I'm going to have to keep an eye on Orange there. But I think he's preoccupied with Red, thankfully, for the time being. And we don't want to cause Orange too much trouble, really, because we want him to fight Red for as long as possible. And you can see Cyan building up those Teslas and also building those walls in front of the Tesla just so they can survive a bit longer. But you can see at the moment I've got the better tank numbers, and I've just seen that Tesla fire again, which is showing how useful it was just putting a Tesla at the top of that base. And yeah, it's just about wearing down Cyan's economy a little bit, and I'm just having a look here just to see if I can start placing my Tesla further down, just so I can sort of, I sort of want to expand my Tesla into that, like, into Cyan's base, kind of. Yeah, you can see it's actually quite hard to, like, just get it. I'm just seeing if I can get across there and get down, but it doesn't look like I'm going to be for the time being. So I'll just have to fight with tanks, I guess, for the time being. Because if I try and bring an MCV in, what'll just happen is it'll just get shredded straight away. It'll have his tanks straight on it, because what I want to really do is be able to get like base defences sort of like in his base, like do a flamethrower crawl or something like that. And you can see the fight's restarting. He's built up his tanks, and now we're going to be able to hopefully push him back. We've got the better tank numbers, but he's got Tesla also, and those Tesla coils do a lot of damage, but I'm hoping I've got the better economy. I think he'll have a big economy probably at the back of his base now because he's had a little bit of time to build up, but it's certainly taking that economy away from him. Those 6 ore trucks at the front of the base will have had some effect, and you can see we're able to take out his tanks at this moment, and now we're going to try and push further into his base. And you can see those orange ore trucks actually going right through my base now, and I'm probably going to have to deal with that a little bit actually, because I don't want to mine in all that ore there, because the less ore I have, the harder it is going to be for me later on. So although I do want Orange to keep on fighting Red for as long as possible, there's only so much I can let Orange do, but at the moment we need to focus on this. We're taking out those 2 ore trucks, and now we can go for the power. And yeah, there's quite a few power plants there, so I think because we've taken out quite a few Tesla coils, they'd probably be fine on power at the moment. And you could just see me getting my power because I'm going to build a few Tesla coils there just to stop Orange from mining all of my ore, because I really don't appreciate that. Right, so now we can see we're really pushing Cyan back, and you can see he's got some tanks here. He's also got a line of Tesla coils, but we'll have to see what he's able to do. It doesn't look like he's got too much left, and we're going to be able to destroy those heavy tanks no problem at all. And we have to also be aware now that Orange is possibly not going to last too much longer, because it doesn't look like he has any access to ore. So we do need to finish this fight as soon as possible. And you can see cyan with some of those fighter jets, but you can see I've lost my tank mass at the front of my base. But you can see my economy is really back on track and doing well, so I should be getting those tank numbers back up in my base. So I'm going to just regroup here.
Unit ready. Building. Construction complete.
And you can see he's not got too many.
Building.
Yeah, you can see that's all my ore trucks now. No orange ore trucks left, and it looks like orange is going to be soon out of the game.
Unit ready. Building. Unit ready.
Yeah, you can see there's a few ore trucks wandering around, but they can't get to the ore on my side. Because you can see as soon as they go there, they're getting hit by Tesla coils. And you can see cyan is in real trouble. I don't think he probably doesn't have too much of a bit. He probably has a little bit of a base, but not too many. And he's... Yeah, and you can see him now building the Tesla coil on the sort of like the hill, which is a good tactic, that, because it makes it harder to get at. We're just trying to destroy the last of his buildings right at the moment. And you can see that orange has called good game. So that means we're going to have to really be on our toes. Sort of. So we're going to need to be ready for an attack maybe from red soon.
Unit ready. Building.
Because if you're red, you can see that I'm probably expanding in the middle. He probably knows that I'm probably winning this fight. So what tends to happen in free-for-alls is people attack the strongest player. And I think cyan has called it good game. And because it looks like he doesn't have much left. He's probably pressured from like red's base from further south.
Building. Unit lost. Unit ready.
And we're going to go and attack further down.
Unit ready. Building. Unit lost.
So yeah, we'll take out those ore refineries. And you can see that red is at the bottom of my base. I can see on the radar dome. At least I've got some Tesla coils there for now. And I've got some war factories there, so I'm going to have to pull out of cyan's base at the moment and come back to my own base, because it looks like this is going to be a fight between me and red. Possibly cyan, I don't know if he'll be able to recover, maybe. We'll have to wait and see. But you can see red is looking strong. He's got a lot of Tesla there as well. But also I did from earlier on, so it was probably a good idea that I had to like fight a bit earlier on. And you can see cyan using aircraft, so that's going to be rather annoying. But you can see red does have a big army there.
Unit lost. Unit ready.
And the question is how much ore is there on the south part of the map? Because that's what we really want to start doing. We want to really control that ore patch, because usually it's the person who can control the ore patch the longest. And you can see cyan bringing some ore trucks in there. So I'm just going to destroy those because I don't want them mining that ore. And I'm going to try and get rid of the little bit of his base here. And you can see where red's ore trucks are here. So if I attack his ore trucks, he'll probably be forced to bring his tanks to this side of the map, which will just buy me a little bit more time.
Unit ready. Building.
So yeah, you can see we're going for the attack on his base here, and he's bringing the tanks in and across. So this is really where we want to fight, because we need to really secure this ore patch for my own ore refineries. Because, well, what I can see is obviously the ore's not going to last forever up at the top. But I can see that the ore looks pretty barren at the south of the map. So hopefully if we're able to get rid of these red tanks, hopefully he won't be able to build too much more. But you can see he's pushing forwards a little bit. And as he pushes forwards, he's going to fall into my Tesla range. But you can see, I think he's realised what's happening, and now he's falling back. Yeah, but I don't know, it's quite hard for red because he has to push forwards because he needs to get to the ore. But then if he pushes forwards, and you can see that cyan, I think that's cyan there, bringing in his Tanyas. So I'll just build a Tesla coil there, and that zaps them. That was quite a good tactic from him. And you can see, just from being distracted, I've lost a few tanks there, and it's not looking too good for me now. You can see that red has the upper hand, and he's attacking my base. This is exactly where cyan was earlier. but red has the superior tank numbers. And you can see I've sort of got like a person attacking me from one side with Tanyas, and I've got a person attacking me at the other side with tanks. But I have to get rid of these Tanyas ASAP because it can cause a lot of damage. And you can see it's caused a little bit of havoc to my economy there. But you can see as Nose pushes in with his red tanks, they are getting slowed down. And it's just as a result of having so many Tesla inside my base, it's really helping me out. But you can see Cyan working with Nose at the moment, using those planes to take out the Tesla. So it depends if they can push me back much further. But I don't think Nose has got much access to ore. So as long as I'm able to hold up, and I've just built a couple of SAM sites, because I could build rocket troopers, they're usually more effective, but yeah, at this point. And you can see what he's doing is he's destroying some of the base defences so he can get his Tanyas in to do some kills on buildings. And obviously if you don't notice them for a while, they can wreak a lot of havoc. And you can see Nose is coming in again with a number of tanks, but it's nowhere near as force as he had earlier. And I'm just building a few more SAM sites around. And you can see though he's having to pull back a bit, and you can see those red ore trucks are trying to mine on that ore patch at the top, and that's why he needs to bring his tanks in, because he knows if he leaves me fight, if I'm there, I can destroy those ore trucks. And you can see all those ore trucks going to the top patch. So what I need to do is I need to try and push forward now. I need to try and intercept those ore trucks and also build Tesla to get some hits on them. But you can see my economy isn't doing so well since Cyan was able to destroy some of it, but I'm getting a good placed Tesla there, which will get some hits off on those red tanks. And you can see those red tanks there. Yeah, they're coming up and trying to get a bit of a hit on my Tesla. And you can see I just don't have the tank numbers right at the minute in order to push out. But I am getting some more Tesla built. And you can see that the fight are firing on some of those red ore trucks. And you can see a couple of those ore trucks being destroyed there. I don't know if something's happened at Red's base, if Cyan's attacked him or anything, because he has pulled back a little bit. And while that's happening, we're able to get these Tesla built up. And this is real trouble for Red, because we're going to be able to destroy his ore trucks. And this could be a winning move from us, because you're going to see his economy is going to be almost gone. And you can see those tanks coming back now. You can see Cyan still relentless with his airstrikes. And you can see he's got a decent number of tanks there. Which we're going to need to, so we're going to need to try and take out these tanks. We have got a bit better forces. We've also got some Tesla coils firing as well, which has given us a bit of the advantage. And we're just trying to take out these last of these ore trucks. We have taken out a lot from Red, and it looks like Red is having to pull back. And I think we might be able to. Oh yeah, Red's just said, I think Tanya. Yeah, there was quite a few Tanyas in my base earlier. And we're going to try and take out that ore truck. And I think now that we've secured this ore, we should be in a very good position. I don't think he'll be able to get, he won't be able to build anything else. And I think that's possibly going to win us the game, hopefully. You can see Cyan selling a lot up. And you can just see me building that Tesla defense at the entrance to the ore patch, and it doesn't look like Nose has much ore left. He only had 2 tanks there, and you can see my ore's running out, of course, at the top of the map, but I'm going to have a chance to build some tanks at this point and just hopefully wipe it up. You can see Red now Nose retaliating for the Tanya strike that obviously Cyan had done a number on his base as well. And it looks like Cyan is well and truly now pretty much out of the game. And you can just see I'm just getting a bit more of the map uncovered, because I haven't been to this bottom right position yet. But you can see Cyan's still sending those those MiGs over. But you can see Nose is right inside his base, destroying those centres for me. So that's actually helped me a lot, because now Cyan's not going to be able to use those planes. And you can see he's only got about 3 buildings left, but I've trapped Nose's tanks there, and I'm just going to destroy them in this gap before they can get out and back to his base. And you can see I've got the superior tank numbers, so I'm going to get a good trade off there. And the game is pretty much, I think it looks pretty much done now, because you can see, I think Cyan's got like that one power plant now on that hill, maybe. And you can see we're going to try and push down into Nose's base. Let's see if he's got anything left. And you can see his Cyan's got those few troops trying to go into my base. So I'm just going to build a flamethrower, and hopefully that will destroy them. And you can just see I've got a good army now. I'm still mining. And I think that Tesla coil wasn't firing, actually. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and take out these power plants, because that'll just eliminate all of Nose's power. And those Tesla coils will be not much use. And yeah, I think he has lost a lot from this part of the map, mind you, because you can see all those destroyed buildings. I think this is probably where he started from. You can see he's also got a Air Force. Well, an airfield. I guess the airfield, I guess it's sometimes an idea to get it, because it gives you paratroopers, it gives you a spy plane, so you can get more of the map uncovered. To be honest though, in this game, I guess I was just focusing more on fighting rather than getting the map uncovered. I knew where orange was, I knew where red was, I knew where cyan was, which was the main part of the game. I think Cyan just pushed a little bit far into my base early on though, because he did have the tank numbers, I think. If he'd held back a little bit, I think it could have gone a little bit differently. And maybe if he'd had those tanks, he could have attacked on the top side of the map. But you can see now, it's just basically a clean up. And I'm just going to wind it on to the end, because it was just basically me cleaning up Nose's base. And this is the end of the game, where I was going in to destroy Nose's last person. And then you can see he's got his last ore silo there, which we're going to be able to destroy, and that'll be well and truly good game.
Mission accomplished.
So thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed the video, a bit of a longer video this time.